right, guys, welcome in. It's Paint with Josh. We're back in the studio for you tonight. Gonna show you every single step. Hi there, welcome. Nice to see you. Glad you could be here and make it here with us. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you taking your time out of your day to come here and watch. I appreciate that you're staying to watch, right? Because a lot of times, it's very easy, and I am totally guilty of it. It's very easy to scroll away from something and just never go back and watch it again. So I appreciate that you're here to watch and that you're here to learn something, maybe see something really cool come together right here in front of your very eyes. I'm gonna go very quick tonight. Tonight, we're gonna try to push it and maybe do it in, I don't know, let's try to do it in 24 minutes like Bob did. Right? We'll see. We'll see by the time we get there. So, we're literally gonna put a timer on, right, for 24 minutes. That's what I'm gonna give myself time to paint this painting. 24 minutes, and that's it. And I'll start the timer as soon as we are ready to go, guys. So, let's see. All right, I've got my canvas nice and covered with my liquid white. Now you tell me, just do you think, right, do you think I'll be able to paint a full scene on this canvas in under 24 minutes? Right? If I really focus on it, if I really don't pay attention to you guys and I actually focus, do you think I'll be able to do it in 24 minutes, just like the late great Bob Ross used to do? Right? We're gonna see. We're gonna see. I need to make sure I got all my colors out. I need to get these guys. Hang on. I'm not gonna short myself on any amount of time. So we're gonna have all the paints ready to go. And that way we don't have to cut into the timer. Do you think I need more yellow? I think I'm running out of yellow paint. What do you guys think? So I'm gonna show you how to test that canvas too and just double check. We may put some palm trees in this scene if I have time, right? If I've got time in the 24 minutes that I'm allotting myself to paint this next scene, 24 minutes and that's it. That's what Bob used to do, right there on TV, right? The only difference is Bob knew what he was gonna paint. I have no idea what's about to fall out of my brush right now. So let's try something. And then we'll see how it comes out. If it comes out great, then excellent. It's already available over on my site if you want to get it. It's there for you and waiting. And now, here we go. My friends, do you think we can do it in 24 minutes? Yes? I'm going to be on a timer. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Siri, set a 24-minute timer. There we go. 24 minutes, let's rock and roll, guys. Let's see if we can do it. Just give me 24 minutes out of your day to see if we can make something really cool. Now, I told you I'm not really gonna focus on you guys. We're gonna focus on the painting itself, but I'm also gonna teach you how to do it as we're going. We're taking our Prussian blue, dropping it along the canvas, putting it out along the edges, which is something Bob never did, never put it out on the edges of the canvas, right? I like to do that because it makes it more done to me. We're gonna come up here with our little bit of our ivory black. Put it on this side. Yeah, just a little bit of that black paint. Let's let it roll down, actually, way down there. There. It's gonna be a nice, dark, stormy sky. Let's go wash this brush off. Let's go wash it off. Then we'll see what we can get up to, blending our little sky together, just into the most fantastic thing you've ever seen. But can you give me 24 minutes out of your day? Okay, we're gonna dry that brush off. We're gonna come back up. We're gonna start in our lightest section first. We're gonna crisscross and blend. Crisscross and blend. Grabbing some of the blue from the outside, grabbing some of the black, dragging it across, letting it mix together. The more that we crisscross them, the more they're gonna mix, right? And we can get back out there and we can throw in our clouds and do all sorts of stuff. The more that we mix this with our liquid white base coat, which I told you I was gonna test and show you, you need about that much paint on the canvas, nothing too crazy. We don't want to come down too far, but just like that. Maybe we can take this darkness and throw it up here into our sky. Got a really cool, soft little blended sky out there. Now we're going to switch to a fan brush. We're going to come over here. I'm already getting out of breath just from talking this quickly. Popping our fan brush into the canvas, just letting it grow, right? How far, how much paint do you have out there? Because it's going to want to start to change colors. The more white paint that we have out here, the brighter white it's gonna be. So you can use it in different places. Put it here, put it there, and wherever. Come back and start to mix it very lightly along the top. All right, and we'll push it a little harder as we get along the bottom. And you guys can grab this one. if you go to my website, it's over there. You can check it out. Very cool, putting that guy out like that. Ooh, I like him. I'm already liking it, guys. That's looking really neat. Now, what if we grab one more little thing? Just one more little bit of a, just a thing out there. Just a little floater, some little something, right? The more that we put out there, the more little details you're gonna have. You come back up here, you mix it up. And how much, and what are we looking at on our timer is what I wanna know, just by the time we get done with our sky, looking really cool. Let's switch back over here to that black and blue paint. And since we've got the purple, let's get some of that purple too. Get some of that purple on the old brush, might as well. Let's see if we can paint a straight line out here, do you think? You guys have to let me know if this is a level horizon or not. Just adding that blue and black and purple paint, letting it grow side to side, getting lighter and lighter and lighter as it gets closer to us. And then we'll go back with our phthalo green, which is that oceany sea green color. It's got a bunch of skin on it. There we go. I don't have time for all this skin paint. Yeah, that's gonna be a beauty. I'm already digging it. Already digging it. Now, let's go wash our brush off real fast, and then we'll go back and hit it with the sand. Hit it with the old sandiness. Hit it with the sandiness. And we'll see what's going on, right? Dab off our brush on a paper towel. Always, always, always dab it off. What's my timer looking like? Where's my timer? It's not even showing me the time. So now I don't even have any clue about what the time is gonna be. I'm gonna take our two brown colors onto the brush. It's just all of a sudden my phone's gonna go off and that's gonna be it. That's all we're gonna get, because I won't know how much is left on my little timer. Oh well, we're gonna have to find out by the time we get there, huh? Now, as you can see, we didn't cover the entire bottom of the canvas because I don't need the entire thing covered in paint. I wanted to allow it to blend back and forth. So as we get out here and we start dragging on it and it starts blending in with that liquid white base coat, right, it's going to allow it to mix and change. And if we have too much paint on the canvas, it'll be too stinking bright. And if we have too little, it won't be bright enough, right? And you can kind of judge the more that you do. Get out there, launch it in, make it a little higher up on this side. Right, bringing down some of that color, let it mix in with that green, right? Because not everywhere has to just be perfect. That's fabulous. Okay, let's grab our palette tool. Let's come over here onto the titanium white, pull it down, cut right through it, and let's back out here and see what we can get up to, right? It's literally skirting it back and forth, dropping off little bits of white, trying to leave little bits of blue. That's all we're really doing. That's all we ever really do, is try to leave a little bit of blue back there so it's not all just pure titanium white. Right? Out here in the night. So you guys do me a favor, just check in. Tell me where you're watching from out there. From around the globe, right? Where are you from out there in the night, right? Let's come over to this guy. You know what? Yeah, let's rock it off of this dude. We'll come back here. We'll start dropping off very small things, very small. Now this is a hard thing to do for a right-hander, is to go this way, right? It hurts our head to go that way with our waves. Much easier to go the other direction. So if you're ever wondering why you might be struggling with said waves or this or that or whatever, right? It's all about the direction that we pull them in. And then how far do you go? How much do you want it to crash? How little do you get over here as it's falling down? All these little things are gonna come into play, my friends. Now we'll take our liquid white and our titanium white. Actually, excuse me, let's just grab our titanium white. Just a little bit of titanium white for right now. We're gonna come up underneath here, very lightly, add a very small little transparent section of the wave where it starts to get bright, and then it all of a sudden flops over, and that's when we need our liquid white. So we'll come back in here with the liquid white, titanium white mix. Does anybody know or have any idea on how much time I might actually have left? So we come down here, smashing. It's got to hit the ground low enough that you have room underneath your wave. You can go up above your horizon and just splash it out. Bang, right? The more times you smack at it, the more crazy little things are going to happen, right? The more times you're going to dull bright areas and this and that. It's going to change each time that you hit it, right? So if we've got all that watery, splashy, crashy water over there, doesn't that look a whole bunch like a wave? Just tell me now. Just type it in. Does that look like a wave? Yes or no? Because we're going to come in here very lightly. I don't want it all to mix together. If it all mixes together and all looks exactly the same, then guess what? We've over blended it all, right? Now that's looking really cool. Let's come back and do it a second time. Each time we do it, we got to do it 2 times. I'm going to come back here and look at the comments. Does anybody have an idea on how much time I might have left? I gave myself 24 minutes at the beginning of the stream, right? We started, oh man, look at that water, you guys. That's coming out fabulous. Come in here and mix it up even less. Don't even touch certain areas, right? That's what you want to have. Now let's grab our liquid white, grab that titanium white mix. Does anybody have an idea on time? Anybody out there? Right? How much time do we actually have left? 1 minute. No, I won't be able to finish in 1 minute. Oh, isn't that looking cool? Okay, let's come out here. And again, we're giving ourselves 24 minutes, so I'm not going to pay too much attention to you guys. I'm going to come out here. I'm going to start skirting it back and forth, and back and forth, and back and forth. And the more paint that falls off the edge of the blade, right, the more pressure I then have to push in. And I don't want that big old chunk of skin right there either, right? So we'll come over here. Scrape it down, getting lower and lower and lower as we go away. Right? Not every place has to be just perfect. You could pop out a little bit right there. You could come out a little bit further over here. Doesn't just have to be a perfect straight line, okay? Back in here, we're gonna fill in these little areas, small little bits of our white, that liquid white, titanium white mix. It's rolling back. The more you come up out here into your eye of your wave and stuff, the more of the titanium white you're gonna wanna have. You can drop off little things that float along the top of the water. And the more paint that's on your blade, the more you're gonna drop off onto those little things. Right? So it's all about the angles, not getting flatter out here, having our little sea foam rolling up the side, right? Gets in there, gets all crazy as it rolls upwards into a little circle. Right? The brighter it is up here, the more light is gonna be hitting it, so you wanna have some bits of shadow, some bits of stuff there, right? Perfect. That little bit, leave it, right? You don't want to have everything be exact. So if you get a real bright space like that, leave it. Looks cool. I dig it. I'm liking it. Out here, filling in our bottom edge, right out to the edge of our roundness. Now we need a little bit more of our liquid white. And with the liquid white, it's going to make our paint so runny, right? So we're going to add our sand down here, that sandy area. Liquid white and titanium white mix in about a 90-10 mix. Make sure you don't have any chunks of skin. It's really gonna mess us up. So there's really no way to mess this part of the painting up unless you let these 2 light colors touch. If you let this white paint touch the other white paint, right, that's right above it, and they lose that little darkness in between, that dark tealish color, then that's the only real way that you're gonna be able to mess this up. Right? I get people all the time like, oh, I wish I could do that, but I'll just screw it up. You really won't. You really can't, as long as you're doing it the same way I'm doing it, listening to me, right? You gotta listen. A little bit more of my titanium white, a little bit more of that liquid white. Over here, the further we get over here, the more we're gonna pull down, and then I'm gonna ask you guys a question. Do you think that this looks like sand? Just tell me honestly. I'm expecting everyone out there to say no. Don't try to be nice and be like, yeah, it looks like sand. Tell me, does that look like sand or no? Right? Be honest. As we come out here with our big old 2-inch brush, and we grip it very lightly. We pull it down and 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 down, right? That chunk of skin, I told you, those chunks of skin are gonna mess with us. Now, doesn't that look a little bit more like sand? And again, please be honest with me. What do you think? Right? A little bit, it kind of looks like a waterfall. I feel you. But what if we take these vertical streaks and we turn them into horizontal streaks, and then you get that very glossy, very wet area right down at the base of our sand, to which we can come out here and start bringing this line down just a little bit. If we can just bring it down just a touch and have a little touch of that shadow underneath there, right, where the 2 bits of white are not fully touching, or the 2 bits of bright paint. We have that little tealish shadow back inside there. That's gonna be your, it's gonna give everything to the wave. It's gonna give it all sorts of depth. It's gonna give it a lift. It's gonna make it look like it's got something underneath it, at least casting its own little shadow. And I can't believe that I gotta cut into my time and get more of my liquid white out, because that's gonna bum me out. We said 24 minutes, and I told you we're gonna do it in 24 minutes, okay? Again, we're gonna take our liquid white, a little bit. It's very runny paint. I show you all the time, it'll literally drip off, right? We're gonna take and mix it with a little of our titanium white. You don't wanna have too much. And this is when that sand that we were talking about really comes into play. You get this very wet paint. You can come out here into that tealish area. It doesn't have to be perfect, just push it, right? You're pushing hard, letting the paint fall out the back edge of the blade, okay? And then we're gonna go back there and brush it out, right? The more paint that you have out here, the more of a lip, the more it's gonna actually look and feel by the time it gets dry. It'll feel like a wave. That's the best part about it. Come out there, over here, just like that. Doesn't that look like just the wet part, the shiny part of all that stuff? We'll get out here, we'll start dragging it. Okay? Little drags back, little bit, just to the side. You don't have to go straight up. You're not trying to make it touch the wave. You're not trying to make it reach, right? Little things. Doesn't that look cool, guys? You get that sweet little line out there. And that's what you want to have. Take these guys anywhere in the middle. You want to have any amount of detail, right? Couple little lines, that's it. Don't do too many. Don't make them all look the same. If anything, just be random with it because that's what it's supposed to look like. Okay, now we're gonna take our small fan brush. We're gonna get a little bit of our odorless mineral spirits on it, just a little touch. We're gonna go into our black. This is where we're gonna make our sand, and I wonder how much time we actually have left. A little bit of our odorless mineral spirits and the black paint make it very much like watercolor. So when we drag the brush through like this, it will speckle out and you'll get all these little black specks out there into your sandiness, right? If they go up into your watery retraction area, don't worry, it's okay. It happens in real life. You get little pebbles and stuff out there, right? A couple little bits of our black, then a little bit of our brown. So you gotta get your paintbrush really wet, I'm telling you, very wet. And that way, it will sprinkle off just like watercolor, honestly. You want it almost that wet. Okay, come out here, sprinkle in a couple more little brown specks of sand. They may look very similar to your eye, but to our brains, they're gonna play a different role. Now, here's the best part, the part that makes it look the most like sand you can possibly imagine. We take our liquid white, we'll get out here into our water first and start speckling on little things, little sprays, little bits that are flying off that would just take you 10 years to paint all those little specks all by themselves, right? But the more of this spray that we put on there, the less of the actual painting we can see and the more of the spray bottle effect, right? Even out there, it didn't even have to go all the way to the edge. We'll just cover it in sprays. Wicked cool, guys. Wicked cool. I keep thinking my watch is gonna go off any second. I'm gonna tap onto this guy, pop him up a little bit higher. There we go, just so it goes over the horizon just a bit. Okay, and these little guys, little things are getting bigger as they break up over the edge. All right, bang. Oh, it's just fantastic, you guys. I'm already liking it. Now, let's get in there. And do we have time enough for some palm trees is my question. There. All that water falling, it's breaking, it's hitting, it's coming down, and kaboom, just launching. Oh, I love it. Okay. Now, do we have enough? Where's Siri? Siri, how much time do I have on my timer?
There's a timer.
Oh, I got 8 minutes. Okay, 8 minutes left. That means we did this in 16 minutes, guys. 16 minutes. We launched out an entire scene in 16 minutes. 16 minutes. Are you kidding me? Who is this guy? 16 minutes. Give me a show. 16 minutes. I'm gonna, you won't hear me stop saying that. I can't believe it. Okay, let's see if we can finish. Let's see if we can throw some palm trees in. All right, we get a little black, a little crimson, a little blue. Launch it down here, a little bit of our sap green as well. You want to have the sap green inside your dark mix. 16 minutes we painted this painting in. Are you kidding me? Get out of town. Okay, let's come out here. Let's grab the Paint with Josh fan brush. And remember, you can grab this painting if you like it. You can head over to my site. It's right there. It's the very first thing you're going to see on the home page, but you got to get over there and get it. Now, let's drag this guy out here a little bit out onto the edge, and we're going to come up here and just make an enormous, just a spidery old shape, just a weird old little thing. And that's your palm tree. All right, guys. Let's grab a little bit more green on our brush too. There, a little bit more. Now we're gonna come out to the side. Launch it like that. Gonna go out off the same edge. You're gonna have one going up the top. You're gonna have one going down this way. You're gonna have one going off that way, but it doesn't have to go forever. And then you can launch it down this way too, right? Little things, dragging, getting less and less. So more in the center, right? Less and less and less as you get to the edge. Tap it out, grab it more, less, tap it out, more, less, right? If anything, if you don't like the space in between, add another little thing, right? There's so many little guys you can do on these. So many different ways to paint them. So many different things that happen. Out there, over there. Always give them a little bad haircut on the top because you can't see the whole rest of it, right? And then let's just decide. Just coming down off the back. That means that by the time it ends up back here, right, it's going to be well away from the water. Just like that. Fabulous, Josh. How fast can you do it is my question. Woo! 16 minutes. We did the whole painting in 16 minutes. Let's come over here with our, oh, that brush is just rock hard, guys. Hang on. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs, guys. I think we might have ruined. Let's see. Let's play with it. We'll see what happens. We get a little of our liquid white, a little of our sap green. You can go through there. There we go. A little of that yellow too, because you got to have both. And you want to make sure that it's a light enough consistency that it comes off of our brush and just taps on. Doesn't have to cover over every part of every piece of everything, right? It's never like that. Never, ever, ever like that. Oh, I like this one, guys. I'm already digging it. How many minutes is the question? That whole seascape in 16 minutes. Alpha Bear dry canvas. 16 stinking minutes. You know what need is this guy either to have something else there, right? Because it just wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough there. You gotta have something there so you can tap out onto it. Little things. Not everything has to be the biggest and the brightest thing you've ever seen, right? Not every place is gonna be catching all the light all at the same time. So remember that. You don't have to have everything be perfect. Ooh, bang, just drop them down right in the front. Right? You are in control, my friends, of everything on this painting. Right? That brush to be back there, or that branch to be back there. You're in control of everything that happens, all the bright spaces, all the dark spaces. It's all up to you every time that you go to do one. You can do it just a little bit differently, can't you? Oh man, that's gorgeous. Now, let's come over here. Remember, guys, if you want to grab this painting, it's available. It's on my site. I don't think we've ever done one so fast and had it look so fabulous. And that's partly the reason why. You just got to let it go, man. You just got to try some stuff. Our light's coming from this direction. So we're going to pop in our bit of our trunk down the center. Just by tapping on a bit of that brown over that darker shadow and allowing it to wrap its way around. And then if you really want to get crazy with the palm trees and have those little, just those little ridges, then I would suggest getting a maul stick, coming up here, just going just like that. Just little rounded flicks with our palette tool, just kind of scraping it out. Now if we can add the signature, how much time do I got left? How much time? Damn it. Siri, how much time on my timer? Just add the signature.
3 minutes left.
3 minutes. We got 3 minutes to add the signature and call it done. So you guys got to come up with a title for this one. I can't believe that we beat the 24-minute timer. Just like that. Oh, guys, I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Did you think we'd be able to do one? Oh, you know what we forgot to do is our good thing. Because we still got a few minutes left. Let's do our sand down here. Gotta get the liquid white. And then the more liquid white specks that you pop out into your sand, over the dark specks, over the brown, right? Doesn't that look like just hyper realistic? Just excellent. Okay, got that. Got the last little sprays. Gotta throw the signature on before the timer goes off. Boom. Well, you guys, thank you for tuning in to the Paint with Josh show. I absolutely love you, and I can't wait to see you guys next week. Boom! Look at that. Less than 24 minutes. Siri, God damn it. Siri, what's my time? Timer.
There's a timer
Look,
53 seconds
look.
left.
Do you see? Do you see? We beat it. We beat the timer. We beat the record. Oh, fabulous. Full scene, literally every step, from start to finish. A couple more little details on my water. You guys know me, I can never stop playing with this thing. It's just too much fun. It's too much fun. So, if you guys like this one, be sure to head over to my site. You can find it. Oh, look at the rolling action. And we did it in under 24 minutes. Eat your heart out. Look at that. Woo, baby, I love it. Okay, you guys come up with a title for it now, right? Now that the timer's off, we don't have to do anything. Everything's all good in the hood, and we beat the record, right? We set a 24-minute timer, and we came in 22 minutes. That's enough time for commercials, baby. Yeah, look at that. I love it. I love it. So you guys got to come up with a title for it right now. You got to title this painting, right? And if you purchase the painting right here live during the show, you get to pick the title forever, right? It could be your painting forever, forever. You get to choose the title. If not, then we still have to pick a title as a group, right? So let's come up with a title as a group. Maybe if it gets purchased, that person picks one of your titles. If it doesn't get purchased, I have to pick one of your titles. So type it in while I finish washing off these brushes. It didn't, it's fine. 24 instead of 2 mins in paradise. That is a title if I've ever heard one. 7/7/2027. We're all going to go to PaintWithJosh.com because it's like the best place ever, and you got to get over there and check it out. Especially if you want to grab this painting before someone else does, because they'll get up there and they'll get it, and then you're going to be like, oh, I waited too long. I always wait too long. You better get over there and get it now. I'm telling you.